Thank you, everybody, for joining me for another Monday of free meditation. And I'm Nathan Writing with Rising Heart Grounded Mind, and I'm grateful you're joining me here tonight. Let me get going and just talk a little bit about the energy that I'm noticing is that, at least for me, just a huge kind of shift or surrendering happening, a lot of falling of the way of some of the ways. And as I've been looking at that, just everyone's kind of, whether you're aware of it or not, a lot of things are falling off of you. A lot of things are letting go in terms of how we've had to operate in order to navigate this world. And I think something profoundly, something big is shifting right now. And maybe old burdens, old responsibilities, old connections, old ways of navigating the world just are not going to be there, or they're in the process of coming off. And so I'm kind of talking about this in terms of surrendering our attachments um, to how things have been. And in that, there can be grief, loss, a lot of difficult emotion that can come up as a big change like that happens. But really, what we're doing, we're kind of like sliding into home plate. We're really coming into more of a connection of who we are, more into our true home, connecting deeper with the earth is how I've been viewing it. Like we're really almost like really getting like staked into the ground more and more without any resistance. Like there's just, it's all kind of getting taken off of us. Whatever the attachments or the horizontal energies or anything that's holding us out here, it's all got to get all lined up and go right into alignment with where the earth and where all of life is going and will continue to move towards. And that's necessary for you to be safe and to be happy and to be successful and to feel good and all of those things. And so we're all in that level of adjustment and change. And in some ways, we're coming out of a dark place, um, heavy place. Whether we've known it or not, most of you have been carrying a lot, disproportionate to who you are and your purpose. Or maybe it was your purpose to carry that, but it's no longer. Whatever, however you want to look at it, we're coming out of this kind of heavy, dark energy, and we're emerging into a new light, a new space, and a new opportunity, even if it doesn't feel that way. Um, it's almost like if you've been in the dark and then someone turns on the lights, it's really bright and you have to have that time of adjustment. But we've been in the dark energies, the difficulty for a long time. I'm not saying that's going away, but a new light will emerge and new opportunities will come in. And we're just as that door is opening, we're moving into that. So we're letting go of the old and we're bringing in the new. There's a death process underway and a creating process underway all at the same time. And so we're working in that space. So I thought we'd explore that. That's kind of the meditation that and the energy I was seeing. We'll see what comes up in tonight's meditation. What is the real energy that we're going to be working on? So I want to invite you to just go ahead and gently close your eyes and just get relaxed. Just go ahead and take a deep breath, breathe in. When you breathe out all the heavy energy. Take another deep breath, breathe in. You breathe out, tune into the energy and into the rhythm of the universe, the measure, the movement. And take another deep breath, breathe in, breathe out, and tune to the energy of today. Just be aware of your body, your space. Just bring your attention to your head. into your eyes, into the space 2 to 3 inches behind your eyes, and just imagine there's a chair there for you to sit in. And it could be made of anything that you like, an anchor, and it could be made of a bench like you would have find on a city street or in a park. Could be a stool, could be a wingback chair, could be a chaise lounge, whatever you want it to be. You could just imagine it, and it will be that. And just have a seat there and just feel yourself relaxing. And as you do that, I want you to bring your attention to your sacral floor, the tip of your spine. And I invite you to create a connection between the tip of your spine and the center of the planet. You can make it out of a tree trunk with branches grabbing onto your lower body and the roots connecting to the iron core of the earth. And that connection becoming magnetic and really pulling on you. Could be a waterfall, could be a beam of light, whatever feels good to you. Just see that connection is really strong and connecting you to the earth, and that magnetic pull of the earth that is created by the iron core of the planet. It's pulling everything towards it. It is beginning to overtake that connection and beginning to pull on your body. And all the energy of separation, where you have not felt connected to the earth, not felt like you belonged, and the grief associated with that feeling of separation is starting to come out of you, because we're moving into a place where frequency, the dimensionality of the separation, of the illusion of separation, is shrinking. So the degree of separation that we felt in our bodies, in our space, is going to and is moving to a way of experiencing separation that's not as extreme, where we feel more connection, where we feel more unified with the rest of the life of the planet and of all living beings and with one another. So there's a grief or an energy in the body that is a heaviness, it's a burden, it's a tiredness, a weariness that the earth is starting to pull out of you in a very benevolent, loving way. And you may or may not even be aware of this energy, but it's coming out of you, all in your aura, in your lower body, in particular, that sacral floor. And the second chakra, just really allow. You may be feeling really tired because holding this level of separation is a lot of work, actually. Because there is no separation, but in these bodies, we experience a high degree of separateness. And that degree of separation is shrinking. And so I just invite you to release that, whatever that program is, that energy, your experiences that tell you, the separation's really strong, you're alone, you don't belong, you don't have a place here. All of that is coming out of you, and the grief around that. Maybe the grief in failed relationships or broken family or loss of friends, moving. All of those have demonstrated there's just profound separateness, but in reality, we aren't very separate, and that experience of separateness is changing. That's the big change. And so just allow that energy, those experiences, and what I would call pictures that hold a charge, a magnetic charge, an energetic, emotional charge. Just allow the earth to start to pull that out of you. And just breathe. Again, the earth is doing all the work, taking away this separate energy. And wherever you've been healing the separateness for others, the negative emotions and karmas, decisions, maybe where you've been in addiction to being in a deep degree of separation, not because of a conscious thing, but just because of the conditioning of this type of experience, creates a lot of heavy emotion. Maybe where you've identified as being separate in an extreme way, not been able to have that more kind connection with others, that sense of belonging, greater sense of well-being. Just allow that energy to come out, especially out of that second chakra. Anywhere you have defenses, coping mechanisms that have been created to maintain this level of separation, just invite you to ask the earth to take that away. And maybe underneath that, where there's traumas or pains or difficult experiences that created those coping mechanisms to begin with, you can start to let them go. This is a very deep energy, deep opportunity, powerful opportunity to release these old patterns. Wherever your body's in really profound effort to manage and mitigate the amount of separation we've been forced to be in this dimension. And as we shift into a higher dimension where the separation is much less, your body can come out of effort. Your body doesn't have to work so hard. And so just allow that third chakra to relax. And you don't have to be so responsible for taking care of people, because when the separateness, the illusion of separateness is much less, it's easier for the universe to support all the beings, because they're not fighting as much to maintain and to navigate that level of separateness. So just allow your body to begin to relax into this new vibration of a lot less effort, in everything that you're doing. Because as people start to realize they're not as separate, they start to calm down. They can start to come out of so much fight or flight. As other people recognize their connections with one another, they're more supportive of each other. And so people don't have to work so hard to get the necessities, the basic needs met. And so just allow yourself to feel that in yourself first, that lack of that need to work so hard, meaning you don't have to be in so much effort. Just let that effort start to come out of you. And the grief about having to be in so much effort, just let the earth just really take that away. And just breathe. As you begin to release that heaviness in your body, particularly in the lower chakras, in your second chakra, the emotions you're having to navigate and facilitate for other people, the effort that you find your third chakra in just to have your necessities, your basic needs met, and also in your first chakra, just to survive. As you get more space there, your energy begins to move up your upper chakras, a lot more. And it begins to move up into the fourth chakra more rapidly and readily, and up to the fifth, sixth, into the crown. And it's beginning to bring more light and more energy to your upper chakras. It's casting out the negativity and the darkness that could get up there because you couldn't hold your energy there as much. So all of that heavy, dark energy that doesn't want you to see, because in seeing, you actually begin to start, you're having your clairvoyance to begin to see, you start to know more and more you're not separate. And so really allow that energy that is now freed up in your body to move up into your upper chakras. And as it does, and it's easier for you to start to see where you're not holding your space and energy, and you can start to inhabit the center of your head more, that room where you've been sitting. You can look out and re-own that window, your eyes, and look out into your future, but through the eyes that can see beyond this, the physical. And as you do that, that negativity just comes out, and the earth can just pull it all out. It just starts coming out like a stream of negativity, where there's been so much competition for what you see, and then also for what you know in your crown is the claircognizance, the knowing, and where people, if you're not in that crown, it's hard for you to have your certainty and your knowingness. But as there's less separation, it's easier for you to own this space and to have your crown and have your certainty and know that you're connected to all of life, and that you can have your needs and more supported and be more readily supported. And so your energy is beginning to really inhabit these upper chakras, connecting up from the seventh chakra up to the eighth chakra, which is your higher self, and connecting with your higher self. You're getting a greater dialogue between your higher self and your body, and that can be brought down into your heart, down into your body, translating into your purpose. And it's beginning to, as that communication from your crown down to your heart starts to open up more, you begin to start to expand your heart. And you begin to start having your purpose, and the energy from your heart begins to flow from your heart all the way down your arms, and it communicates with your fifth chakra. The heart can tell the fifth chakra how to express itself, what it needs to create in order to bring that purpose forward, and starts to clear out the arm channels where the creative energy flows from that heart, from the fifth chakra. And your energy starting to flow a lot more. And anything and any energy that would keep you from being able to have this greater sense of connectivity to all of life, just let that come out of you. You're really connecting to the earth. And there's this enthusiastic energy coming up from the earth. It's more of this 4D energy. It's almost like little roots or vines coming up and coming into your legs and your body to help support you, to bring you food, to bring you water, to bring you sustenance, to help support you so that you can be held and supported in a way that will allow you to have more of your energy available to you to create from your purpose. So really just allow that energy to flow, and anything that is uncomfortable in your body, just ask the earth to take it out. Any more heavy energy, burdens, let that start to come out of your body, especially that third chakra. Anywhere where you're still in effort. Sometimes we get really in effort, we get really programmed. We all got really programmed in the third dimensional energy to be in a lot of effort. It was just a period of time, period of thousands of years where we were struggling, all of us, in greater density, and that's all changing. So just allow that heavy, heavy third chakra energy just come out of you. The earth is doing all the work. Any of the grief around that, anywhere you're holding on to the old energy, the old way of being because it's comfortable or familiar, you can just let that come out. And just breathe. Just be aware of your back and the energy of your back. Allow the energy of your back to start to come off and out of you. This is all the energy of the past where you've walked. Could be white, could be black, it could be whatever color it is, it doesn't matter. Just ask that the earth begin to peel away the different layers that you can release from the past that have held you in these heavier, denser vibrations. And they were necessary, you went through them, but now we're shifting into lighter, easier, less burdensome, more connective energy that allows us to have a different experience than this one of really deep separateness, and that also creates greater suffering for us. Just allow all of those experiences and the energy in the past that you've had, that you've anchored your life through, you can start to peel them back. It's not that you're completely letting all that go and you're rejecting it. It's just you're letting it go because you no longer need it in the present time reality that you are moving into, which is a lot more connectivity and less separation and a lot less burden and a lot less effort. So just allow that to come out of you. It's a lot of energy. But the earth is doing all the work and really pulling that all the way out of you. You might feel that lot of pressure coming off your back, your neck, off your crown. Just release, breathe. Any grief coming up, that's okay. Just allow yourself to keep releasing. This is a lot of energy. You're really starting to wrap up and pack away a lot of past life energy, a lot of this life energy, but just allow yourself to really, really release as much as you possibly can here. You may be feeling this in your back, maybe behind your third chakra or your second chakra, maybe coming out of your first chakra in the back. This is that part of us that we don't pay attention to because it's behind us, but it can have a tremendous impact of our present energy moment and our future creatings. Just allow this to come out. Any energy that would keep you from being in your present moment, in present time, that's originating from the past, just allow that to come out of you. And just breathe. And as you get out of this effort, you're not having to hide as much. You don't have to have as much protection around you because you're more connected. In that connection, there's greater safety. You're more grounded as well. You're more connected to the earth. And in that connection, you're safer. And so just allow yourself to see the outer layers of your aura just begin to change. All that protection beginning to come off of you, how people view you, how people see you, all that energy starting to come off, shift and change, and starting to reflect like a movie projector from your chakras, a new image or a new energy that's displaying to the world more of who you are. So you are more visible because you need to be seen more now so that you can bring forward your purpose and you can create the world anew in a way that benefits everybody. And so you're a key part of this, and this healing tonight, this meditation is helping you begin to start to put out new images and pictures of who you really are to the world. Out on your seventh layer of your aura, it's healing all the layers from the body all the way out to the seventh layer, but it's really helping to start to project out to the world more of who you are. And you may be conscious or unconscious of this, it doesn't matter. As you're moving more and you're deburdening yourself, as the earth is pulling on you and taking more of this energy of heaviness away, and you become less separate and more connected, you can now be seen more. And that's starting to move out, and you're starting to be seen. The energy of your body is in flow more with your crown and your higher self and with the earth. And all your cells are beginning to vibrate and to move at a different rate. And it's lifting your energy out of the density and helping you to, if you want to even say ascend just a little bit, meaning raise your vibration up. And as you raise your vibration up, the divine energies can see you more easily and give to you more readily what it is you want on a true level as a being. And so just ask and allow the Divine Mother and the Father to come in as they begin to see you and begin to mix their energies within you, coming up from the earth, coming down from the cosmos, swirling in you, revitalizing you, bringing into you new life, a renewed sense of self, a renewed sense of purpose and being. And just feel that in your heart and begin to expand from your heart all the way around into all the cells of your body, from your heart, really into that lower body, that third chakra, where all that heaviness is. Just allow that divine masculine and feminine energy to help repair and restore the lower body that's been oriented towards so much struggle and effort. Really feel those energies coming in, re-regulating these parts of your body. Down into your second chakra. And just breathe down into your first chakra and then moving down your legs and into your feet chakras. And then from that fourth chakra, moving up to the fifth chakra, the sixth chakra, and the crown chakra, and down and out your arms and hands. And what's happening is everything's coming into a balance. Wherever your lower body's still in effort, it's starting to get unwound. You don't realize how much effort you've had to be in order to be in these physical bodies and these lower dimensions that we've been swimming and living in. And as they're changing, you're unwinding from those really intense energies and unwinding from all that effort in order to be in that frequency. And so what's happening is you're freeing up all this energy really deeply. You have way more energy than you ever thought you had. And as we begin to, over the next weeks and months, you may find maybe you're not so tired and maybe you have more energy. Maybe you even find yourself moving into what some call infinite energy. But just know that you're starting to gain more of your energy as you come up out of these lower vibrations, as you deburden yourself and you become more connected with all the life. You'll have more energy, more light, more life, more creativity, and hopefully more good emotional experiences as we move forward together. And with that, just call your energy back, any more of the energy in a big golden sun above your crown, and bring it into you, filling you up from head to toe. Down your head, down to your shoulders, down to your heart, down to your waist, your diaphragm, down to your sacral floor, down your arms and out your hands, down to your thighs and knees, out your ankles, down to your ankles, out your hands and out your feet, and filling up the space all around you, above and below, left and right, front and back. And when you feel completely filled up, you can come on out of trance. But just quickly, our next virtual energy bath will be on Monday. This is an extra one. Um, I canceled the one on the 17th, so we're going to have this one instead of that. So please join me if you enjoy that space. And then our next Healing Meditation Monday will be on April 14th. I hope you all have a great week, a good night's sleep, and I look forward to seeing what happens as we unfold into these new energies. Everyone have a great night.